Okay, students, the last class we discussed protozoan general characters and classifications, completely discussed. Now we are going to discuss type study Elphidium. Elphidiums commonly called as Elphidium polystomella, commonly called as polystomella or Elphidium crispum, Elphidium crispum, Elphidium polystomella or Elphidium crispums ne commonly called as. Elphidium is commonly called as cell animalcule, cell animalcule, cell animalcule, cell animalcules. Why? Because Elphidium's outer surface totally covered by the hard shell is formation, not cell, shell. The hard shell is formation is calcium carbonate, hence the name is called cell animalcule. The cell animalcules the Elphidium. Elphidium is the Elphidium polystomella, Elphidium crispum, Elphidium crispums. The Elphidium is the phylum is the Protozoa. Elphidium phylum Protozoa. The type study is the Elphidium. Protozoan type study Elphidium. So Elphidiums living the sea waters or marine water. Elphidiums, the habitat and habitats, the Elphidium living inside the sea water or marine waters. The 300 pathometers, Elphidium 300 pathometers depth, 300 pathometers depth. The seaweeds, the attachment of the seaweeds, sometimes the seaweeds, so the 300 pathometers depth in the Elphidium crispum. So Elphidiums mainly they living in the sea water or marine waters. Yes, this is the free living animals, the free living animals in the Elphidium. The Elphidiums the external morphology, the following the parts: the cell, cytoplasm, pseudopodia, dimorphic forms. The Elphidiums the structure of the Elphidium, structure of the Elphidium. So the general rough diagrams, see the rough diagrams in the Elphidiums. This is the Elphidium crispum structures. The structure of Elphidiums, the first of all the cell. The Elphidium outer surface covered by the hard translucent cell. You see the cell, hard translucent cell. Hard translucent cell, first of all cell is formations. First of all the one prolaculum is formation. Prolaculum, see the umbo. Prolaculum is the umbo. Prolaculum, first of all one single prolaculum is formations. The single prolaculum around the another small prolaculum is formations. So then next outer surface so many chambers. The first chamber is the prolaculum, first chamber prolaculums. So another prolaculums around the first chambers, this is called umbo. So one chambers to the another chambers interlinking. one chambers to the another chambers, the interlinking of the Elphidium. So cell is the Elphidium outer surface covered by the strong or rigid, the rigid translucent, the strong or rigid, the translucent cell is formation. The hard calcium carbonate, CaCO3, calcium carbonate, the silicon and some another inorganic components, the silicon and magnesium. The silicon, the calcium carbonate, silicon and magnesium compounds in the formation by the cell is formation in Elphidium. So Elphidium is a cell end molecule because the outer surface are totally covered by the calcium carbonate and inorganic molecules silicon and magnesium, the components they formed by the cell is formations. The cell is the translucent, the some number of force. The cell is the translucent and number of force is formations in the Elphidium. So Elphidium crispum is the first of all one flocculum is formations first chamber, the next chambers they around the first chambers they one by ones, other chambers is formations they one chambers to the another chambers one by ones. So one chambers over the another chambers, one chambers over the another chambers, so many number of chambers formation, each chambers so number of the force formation, the force formations, each chambers number of force formations, the cell is formations. The Elphidium cell is the strong rigid translucent cell is formation. Cell is made of the calcium carbonate, silicon and magnesium, the calcium carbonate type of the cell is formation, since the name is called cell end molecule. Okay, is clear. Next let us see cytoplasm. The cytoplasms, the outer surface is totally covered by the calcium carbonate cell. The cell is the behind the cell is the, so this is the outside is the ectoplasm, so this is the endoplasm. The cytoplasm is the ectoplasm and endoplasm, ectoplasm and endoplasm. Ectoplasms the outside, the outside is behind the cell is called ectoplasm, and endoplasms inside the chambers is called endoplasm. Endoplasms containing the nucleus, endoplasm containing the nucleus, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex and endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, nucleus, etc. cell organelles, containing the endoplasm. Endoplasms containing the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm divides into two parts, ectoplasm and endoplasm. Ectoplasms behind the cell, outermost part is called ectoplasm. Ectoplasm behind inside the chambers is called endoplasm. Okay, endoplasms containing the Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, and a nucleus. So this is Golgi complex, etc. cell organelles containing the endoplasm. Next, cytoplasm is the total filled with the chambers. So all chambers filled with the cytoplasm. The nucleus, the force in the cytoplasm is present. Okay, next third one, pseudopodia. The pseudopodiums in the ectoplasm are cell outside. The cell outside are ectoplasms. The net-like structures. The net-like structures, locomotory organs are pseudopodium is formation. The net-like structures, the pseudopodium is formation. This type of the pseudopodium is called reticulopodia. Reticulopodial type of the pseudopodium is present. The net-like structures. The pseudopodium is present because pseudopodium is the one type of locomotory organs. The free swimming by the waters, one places to the another places. The pseudopodiums, which type of pseudopodium? Reticulopodial type of the pseudopodium. The ectoplasms outside are cell outside the net-like structures. The net-like structures in the pseudopodium is formation. It's called reticulopodial type of the pseudopodium is present. This type of the pseudopodium capturing the food materials and locomotions in the free swimming by the waters in the pseudopodiums. So next, the dimorphic forms. Dimorphic form means two forms in the formation. Megalospheric form, two forms. First one is the megalospheric and the second one is the microspheric. Megalospheric forms and microspheric forms. The megalospheric form and the megalospheric forms, the sexual reproductions, and microspheric form asexual reproductions. Megalospheric form. So megalospheric form has the large prolaculum. Megalospheric form has large prolaculum, single nucleus is present. Large prolaculum and chambers in a single nucleus is present. Same structures, megalospheric form. Megalospheric forms have the large prolaculum, single nucleus is present in the megalospheric form. The megalospheric forms the sexual reproductions. The sexual reproductions in the formation of the asexual reproductions in the microspheric form. And next microspheric form have small prolaculum, the two or more nucleus is present. Microspheric form, micro means small sizes, mega means large sizes. Prolaculum, the large prolaculum, the small prolaculum. Only single nucleus, so the two or more nucleus is present. Megalospheric forms in the sexual reproductions, microspheric forms in the asexual reproductions. So megalospheric forms formed by the microspheric form, microspheric forms formed by the megalospheric form. The megalospheric to the microspheric and the microspheric to the megalospheric are sexual reproduction to the asexual reproductions and asexual reproduction to the sexual reproduction. This type of the life cycle is called alternation of generation. Alternation of generations in the life cycle Elphidium. Why? Because the megalospheric form to the microspheric form and the microspheric form to the megalospheric forms. That's why the megalospheric means sexual reproductions and this is the asexual reproductions. So asexual reproduction to the asexual reproductions and asexual reproduction to the sexual reproductions, the formations, this type of the life cycle is called alternation of generations. This is clear. So this is the Elphidium external morphology. Elphidium is the polystomella or Elphidiums in the crypsums. Elphidiums in the habitat of the Elphidiums. The Elphidiums in the living inside the sea water or marine waters, the 300 depth pathometers. So the Elphidium crypsums. Next Elphidium is commonly called as cell animalcule. So Elphidiums in the external morphology, they come across in the four parts in the cell, cytoplasm, pseudopodia, dimorphism. So once again listen here, cell, the rigid, the strong translucent cell is formations outer surface. The cell is made of the calcium carbonate, silicon and magnesiums. In next cytoplasms divides in external, ectoplasm and endoplasm. Endoplasms containing the cell organelles, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, mitochondria, nucleus. Okay. Next third one is pseudopodium. Which type of pseudopodiums? Reticulopodial type of the pseudopodiums. Reticulopodial type means the net-like structures. Net-like structures, pseudopodiums, the formations outer surface of the ectoplasms are cell outside. It's called reticulopodial type of the pseudopodiums. So next dimorphic forms. Dimorphic form means two forms formation. These are megalospheric forms and microspheric forms. Megalospheric forms in the formed by the microspheric forms. Microspheric forms forms of the megalospheric forms. One by one alternate. This type of the generation is called alternation of generations. Okay, this clears the Elphidiums morphology. Next class the Elphidium life cycles. Okay.